Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Today we have a paper October 2024, first variant and complete pure one paper. We are going to start. So all of you get ready. So question number 1. It says that there's a case positive constant number 1, number 2 term independent of x equal to 150. What does this mean? This means x to power 0, coefficient of x to power 0 is equal to 150. So find the value of k. All right, so let's start. So, and second number we will go for coefficient x square. So 4c0, 2 brackets, 4c1, 2 brackets, 4c2, 2 brackets. Okay, first bracket we put kx, and second bracket we'll put 2 over x, 2 over x, 2 over x, and the 4 and 0 difference will come on the top. 4 minus 0, and 0 will come directly here. Same way 4 and 1 difference comes here, and 1 comes here. 4 minus 2 and 2. So you can see here, students, for example, what is x to power 2 coming here? X to power is coming naturally 2. And here, what is coming down is x to power 2. They cancel out. It means this is a term which has no x at all. So it means we are looking for x independent of x, the term independent of x. So this is a very clear. And further, there's a 3 and this x. Out of 3, 1 gone, 2. So x square involves here. So no need to go for further expansion. So 4c0 is 1. And kx to power 4, both separate. Something to power 0 is 1. And finally, I get k to power 4, x to power 4. 4c1 is 4. And is 3. So k cube and x cube into 2 over x. This x will cancel x cube. 2 4s are 8. And k cube and x to power 2. And what about this? 4. So we got a 6. 4c2 is 6. And this is a 2 power. So we can say k square, x square. And square of 2 and square of x. So we get this. X square cancel out. And I got a 24 k square. According to situation, he said the independent of x term is 150. As term independent of x is 150. So I will take this. This has a no. Look here, x4, x square, but it has no x. So it means 24k to power 2 equals to 150. And when we divide 150 by 24, so I get it k square 150 by 24. I get k square is 25 upon 4. And when I take a root of the both sides, I got a plus and minus 5 over 2. But as he said, k is a positive, so k becomes 5 upon 2. So I can say here, so k value is 5 over 2. This is my answer, number 1. Secondly, he said find coefficient of x to power 2. So I will plug in this value here and said that's it. and coefficient of x to power 2 means I am looking for this. Don't take x square. When I replace this value, 5 over 2 to power 3, and I get it. So 8 into 125 by 8, 8 cancel out, and I got 125. I hope so. The concept is question number 2, students. We are starting now. Question number 2, we have, if you look at carefully, he mentioned the curve. This has a stationary point. Stationary point means the where the curve turns. These points are called stationary. And when we draw our tangents, and these points are line parallel to x-axis, and the gradient always 0. Gradient means derivative 0. So I think the point is very clear. So first of all, I will differentiate. So y is equals to x to power 2 and negative a x to power negative 1. I brought this x up. Now let's start differentiation. 2x, and this power will come down, multiply with that, and power 1 less. Okay, this is done. According to situation, stationary point means derivative differentiation is equals to 0. Same time, I will plug in x is equal to 3 and y is equal to b. These three values we have given. But at a time, I can put 0 here and x here and here. So let's try to solve it. And but think this is, I'll bring in denominator. It become x to power positive 2, and I replace a value. So 0 is equals to negative 6 plus a over 9. 6 will go there. 6 is equal to a over 9. And if 9 multiplies there, 9 6 are 54. So a value is equals to 54. And this is my answer of A. And now you know, student, how to find B value. So obviously, first of all, I will plug in this, I put back equation there. So what I can say here, y is equals to x square negative 54 over x. We can say very clear as negative 3b lies on curve, as mentioned very clear. So I can replace b in the place of y and negative 3 in the place of x. So let's try to do it. So b is equals to negative 3 whole square 54 over negative 3. And we are close this minus minus plus. I get an 18. And 18 plus 9, 27. And this is my final answer. And I believe the concept is very clear and question is completely over. Question number 3 we have. Question number 3, if you read question carefully, we mentioned that this is a OB and OC are 15, all right. And BOC angle is 2 given here, 2 by 5, 2 power 5, BOC. So this angle is given 2 over 5 pi, BOC. And point AD lies there, you can see, and arc AD was joined by an arc AD. Okay, you can use this two arc, one arc here and one arc here. All right. Shaded area is between two arcs, very clear. All right. And area of the shaded part is this given. So I think the planning is so simple. If I show you this, look at here, students. This is and best way to get a grip this kind of questions, you have to make separate diagrams. This is 15 and this is 5 pi by 2. If I bring it separate, you can see clearly. And if I make it this arc, and this A, D, O. And if you make it this arc separate, I believe you're understanding. So if you subtract them, I get a shaded area. So it means bigger area, sector area minus wide sector area, you get a shaded area. And luckily, angle is same for the both parts. So this is same. So copy and paste. And this angle is here. I can't show you, but anyway, I just mark here. Okay, where's the problem? Problem the radius. This 15 we know it, but the other radius I don't know. I assume R. Okay, so what is the planning? This shaded area is given by him 209 over 5 pi. And what is the formula of sector? Half R square theta is for area. Half R square theta. And half R square theta. So this is because radius I don't know. Using this data, I can find the radius. So first of all, pi cancel out. So afterwards, you can see students, I think now I have to do some algebra and I can get it. First of all, I will solve. This is 209 over 5 is for sure. And this is what, let me check that. This one, so this is a 15 square into 5 divided by 4. I get a 1125 over 4. Whereas the other one, 5 upon 4 times 2 R square. So 209 over 5 minus answer. Wait a minute. Yeah, this is negative sign still there. And this, if I subtract them, I get negative 4789 over 20. Negative cancel from both sides. And this 4 will multiply, 5 will divide. So into 4 and divide by 5, I get it here. Okay. So we get it here. If we check it, because we're looking for the radius. Okay. And once again, I just check it, the calculation part. Question number 3. Question number 3, we have what? If we look at carefully, we have, if you look at carefully, we have one sector. Clear? There's one sector. Okay. With O, B, C, and 15 radius. So this is a one sector. And second part, he mentioned clearly, if you read carefully, and the angle is 2 by 5 given here, 2 by 5 pi. Okay, he mentioned further the two arcs, shaded area between AD and BC, two arcs. So the second arc I mentioned here, ADO, and when I bring it down, I believe you understand. And shaded area, if you from bigger sector subtract the wider sector, you get a shaded area. So what is a shaded area given? Given by him is shaded area, this one. So 209 over 5 pi. And what is the area sector formula? Half R square theta. So radius is 15, theta is this one. So half R square theta. Half this radius, I don't know, I take R, and theta is same, 2 by 5 pi. So job number 1, pi cancel, 5 cancel. I got a 209, and this 2 cancel, I got a 225 from here. And this 2 cancel, I got R square. And 225 minus 209, So if r squared goes there and this come on this end, I got 225 minus 209. R to power 2 is 16. If I take a root, I got a plus and minus 4, but length is never negative. So I got a radius 4, but question is he asking perimeter of the shear region. So if you look at carefully, I start, look at here. It means this is AD. I'm writing AD, arc length, plus DC, plus DC straight. Then CB, then CB arc length, then BA, then BA straight. And this is my planning. This is called perimeter. And this, I will bring it down. I believe you people understanding what is a planning. Okay. So now how to fulfill the planning? S is equals to R theta. The bigger one, R is 15. Theta is very clear. Obviously, we know it. So when you talk about, and smaller is also easy. Smaller radius, I got just 4. So this smaller is actually formalized S is equal to R theta. The radius is 4. Theta, you know it very well, same. So I'm writing here 4 times 2, 5, 2 by 5, 5. And now interesting part, what is straight length DC? So this is obviously this full is 15, is a 4. Out of 15, 4 gone. This is 11. So this I can say that from here to here 11 is also 11. So I think the point is very clear. 11 plus the bigger arc length, I'll use radius 15 and angle same. So radius is 15 and theta by 5 pi, and then 11. So if I just, this becomes 8 over 5 pi plus 6 pi and plus 22. And I hope so this part is very clear. So, and if 6 5 is 30 plus 8, 38. So 38 over 5 pi plus double 2 is exact answer what he was asking us in centimeters. So I believe the point is very clear and the question is over. So next question we have here is number 4. Show this curve equation is this and line is this, meet for the all values of k constant. So show that equation of curve and line with this equation meet for the values for k. Okay, so we have to prove it they meet. Okay, how we can show this concept? So we have, first of all, step number 1, either you start k equal to k or you start y equal to y or x is equals to x. So x is hard to do it because there are 2 x's involved here. Y is equal to y is a better approach. So I'm going for y is equal to y. Or there's the same sense if I make a y subject from here and replace here. So no problem at all. From here, I got a y subject negative k and negative 3x. And this value I'm going to replace here. So I got x squared minus 3x into y negative 40 is equals to 0. And I got x squared positive 3kx and positive 3 3s are 9 and x squared and minus 40 is equals to 0. So 9 plus this, I got 10 x squared plus 3kx and minus 40 is equals to 0. Students, what is the next plan? Normally he's asking us to find the k value, but this time he's not say find the k value. He says show they meet. Show the curve and line meet. Okay, so how to prove it? Then they meet. So first it means we don't know, but actually we have 3 situations. B squared minus 4ac is equal to 0 if they are tangent. So if they not intersect, so b squared minus 4ac less than 0. and b squared minus 4ac is we can say more than 0 if they intersect. Okay, now students, so let's see how we can deal now, how we can solve now. Because I don't know what is a sign, less or more or equal, I have to justify this one, because meeting means in sense of cutting at 2 points. So how we can justify? So it means b squared minus 4ac should be more than 0. It means should be positive. So let's try to do it. B squared minus 4ac. I don't know what is less or more or equal. I don't know. So I'm going to do 3k b squared. 4a is a 10 and c is a negative 40. And I got 9k to power 2 and I got positive 1600. Okay. Now, students, as you say here, because just write a statement here. And look, this is a positive. You ask how you know it's positive, sir? Because if this equal to 0, they are tangent. If this value is negative comes, we can say they're not intersecting. If this value is positive coming, we can say they are intersecting 2 points, like a sense of meeting. So, students, now how to confirm it as a positive? If I plug in any number, look, just for your testing, if I plug in here -1 in the place of k and due to power 2, it will give us positive answer. And if I plug in 0 here, it give us again positive answer. If I plug in here +1 here, it give again positive answer. So you can see that, you can see here, this is just testing for you I'm doing. But in exam, for examiner, what you will write here, you will say a statement. This statement is enough to understand. For any value, or not any, all, you can say all values of x, of the all values of k, as he wrote statement, all values of k. For all values of k, 9k to power 2. Okay, I write this under it here. I'm writing below. So plus 16. If I plug in any number in the place of k, this give me more than 0. In sense, is giving us positive answer. So I can say that because it is positive, so this is positive. And positive means it's come in the sense of more than. So it's proved. So I can say here, hence, curve and line meet. Curve and line meet. I hope so you got a point. And the question is completely over. Question number 5 we have here. And what a question we have mentioned here, derivative differentiation is already taken. And we're looking for the x coordinate of point where the gradient is given. So for your knowledge, dy over dx or a gradient means same. So I will replace 11 upon 2 in the place of this. And when I put it there, 11 over 2 is equals to 4x minus 3 root of x plus 1. So first of all, multiply by 2, whole equation. 2 4s are 8, 2 3s are 6, and 2 1s are 2. And I'm writing 8x minus 6 root of x minus 9 is equals to 0. I brought 11 here. Now, student, what's the basic criteria? This is a half power, x root is a double power 1. So I will take the half root of x is equals to k, and squaring both sides. When I square left side and square right side, here k square, here root square cancel, I get x. So it means this x I replace by k square, and this is replaced by k. And now 8 9s are 72. So we can go for two options, either factorization or we can go for quadratic formula. So 12 6, 12 6, 12 6. So from here, 4k common, 2 3. Here 3 common. Okay, and I'm getting here 2 answers. I'm getting 3/2 and -3/4. Okay, and both values 1 by 1 I will keep in, in the equation. Which values I will plug in it here, or I can plug in it here, no problem. So x is equals to, when I plug in it here, square of 3, square of 2, 9/4. When I plug in it here, so I get a x is equals to 9/16. But he mentioned here, he get x coordinate of the point, the curve. Okay, but students, we got 2 answers. Okay, and one answer we have to ignore. This answer we have to ignore. And this 9/4 is our required answer. And the k value is -3/4 I got before, and 3 square 9/16. So, and I hope so the point is very clear. And let's go for below part. And below part, what we are asking here, so he's asking curve passes through 411. Find equation of curve. So I will take this top equation, students. So dy over dx equals to 4x minus 3 root of x plus 1. And okay. So first of all, one thing is very clear. When you differentiate, you get dy over dx. And when we want to go backwards, so I have to integrate. So reverse process. So when I go for integrating both sides, so I get a y here, because basically when you integrate this one, I get a y directly. So here I'm going to show this full working. So basically increase a power by 1, divide by same, increase the power is a half power already. In half, if I add 1, I got a 3/2. And 1 become x, and this. And 1 over 3/2, this will go up. So this 2 will multiply up, and we get this 2 cancel out. And I got a 2x square. This 3 will cancel, and 2 will go up. We got a 2x to power 3/2. Okay, and plus x and plus c. But now I'm going to plug in this one here. So x is equals to 4 and y is equals to 11. So when I plug in here 3/2 and 4, basically this is a, you can see 4 2s are 8, for 16 32 comes. This is a 16 and plus 4 plus c. So I got a 16 plus 16 plus 4, 20, and I get a 9. C value is -9. When -9 plug in back in equation here, so I got a finally 2x square, -2x to power 3/2 plus x plus 9. And I hope so the point is very clear. Yes, students, one thing is, it's all done, alhamdulillah. But one thing is important here, why we ignored this and why we have taken this number. Student, best technique, if I plug in this x value in this and this, okay, I must get this gradient. And we are getting, if I plug in 9/4 here and 9/4 here, we are getting 11/2 gradient. But when I plug in 9 or 16 here and here, I'm not getting 11/2. This is a reason of ignoring. And second number, you may ask me how to get an exam, how we understand we have ignored. Look at here on the top, find x coordinate of the point. It means we talk about 1 point, not 2 points. So whenever situation comes, this situation comes, students, what to do? We have to plug in both x values in the equation and check it. Do we get a same grade or not? I hope so. The point is very clear and the question is completely over. Question number 6. And question number 6, we have given a circle, two equation circles, circles 1, circle 2. And this circle equation, we need to find center and radius, and this find center and radius. So first equation, I'm going to compare, x square plus y square plus 2gx plus 2fy plus c is equals to 0. So if I compare these two equations, what is x coefficient 6? What is x coefficient 2g? So I can say 2g is equals to 6. What is y coefficient negative 10? What is y coefficient 2f? So 2f is equals to negative 10. And this is c value 18. And what we have a formula, students, to find it, this 2 will go down 3. So basically g value, I get a 3, and f value, I get a negative 5. And center turned to be negative 3 and 5. Basically, what is a negative g and negative f is a center. I mean, I have to change a sign of this and copy here. Change a sign of this, minus plus, and copy here. And how to find radius? Radius formula is root f square plus g square minus c. So f square, and if you check it, 25 come from here, and 3 square 9, and negative 18. So I get a radius from here. So 25 plus 9 and minus 18 will give us 16 root. And finally, I got a 4 radius. I call R1. So I call as a R1. And how to get a second circle? Do you know, students, is already form is converted, just slightly change. 4 and 64 on goes on other side. Okay, students, so I reshape it, x negative 9 whole square and y negative 4 whole square equal to 8 square. This number and this number is called center, and center 9 negative 4. And this radius given R2 is equals to 8. If I draw it, okay, roughly, but when I will make it, this make ideas more clear. And I suggest as a teacher, close to accurate, we have to make it. How to make it? So negative 3, 5. I just make a rough idea so you can understand, then I rub and make it again. So negative 3 and 5 slightly up. So it means somewhere here. And where this center, 9, 4. So 9, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 4 down, approximately here. So 9 and negative 4. Okay, I'm erasing these two lines. So if I join these 2 points with a scale, I'll get the a line joining the center. So this is a very clear. And now I'm going to make 2 circles. Wait a minute. Just a minute. If I draw, okay, wait a minute. I have to go back and drawing. Maybe it's not possible for me. Anyway, I'll try to make it. And this is distance I want to find. Very important. Logically, this is a radius 4. Okay, 4 is, and this, okay, first of all, I'll find distance between them. He said distance between the center of circles. How to find distance? Distance formula, you know it very well. Let's start from here. X2, or start from y2 minus y1 whole square. y2 minus y1 whole square and x2 minus x1 whole square. And if I check it, it gives us the answer of the radius is turned to be 15. So 15 units is the distance. It means this gap is 15. This is very clear. Okay. Now, and if we check the radius, this is 4 and 8. 8 plus 4, 12. It means this is a 15, and from here to a is a 4, and from here to a 8. And in the middle, 3 units left behind. It means I think you got a point. And if I drag and slightly make down, because I want to show a rough circles, no need of showing accurate. Okay, and this I show a little bit bigger. Okay, you see here, this is 8 radius from here till here. You can see, students, 8 radius. And the first one is a 4 radius, so 4 from here till here. Whereas a full distance from here till here is 15. So from 15, subtract 8 and 4, 12. I got 3. So he asking, there are points mentioned on 2 circles, which distance between them is a d distance, and find the least distance. So look at, students, if this point and this point lies, this is a gap between them. Okay, but I'm looking for those points which are very closest to each other. Common sense, do you think closest? No. Is this? No, no, not at all. This is the closest. This is the closest. So it means I can take it. One point is here. Look, I zoom for you. One, this is a P and this is a Q. And the gap between them, least gap between them is 3. So least D value is 3 units. Interesting is the largest. The largest D value is what? So if the point comes here and the point comes, so this is a distance increasing now. If I take here, more increase. If I take here, more increase. But if I take exactly here and exactly there on this diameter, also not diameter, they're joining them, so give us the largest distance. So it means my point is, if I extend the line, this is a Q dash. Extend the line, this is a P dash. And what is this distance? This distance already 15. This distance is a 4, and this distance is 8. So 8 plus 4, 12, and 12 plus 15 give us 27. So I believe you got a point. Very clear that how I got 27 is the largest distance between them. So I think diagram I'm not erasing. So 4 plus 15 plus 8, 27 units is the final answer. And I hope so. With the diagram, you understood very well, and the question is over. Question number 7, we have, students, a equation of the tangent is at A is asking for. We have given a equation of curve, and A point you can see clearly. So let's go for it. And A coordinate is 7/2, 6. And if you look at carefully, equation of tangent is this line which touches the point here. How to do it? So first of all, can I differentiate directly to find a gradient? Not, no way, I have to bring it up. Is power 3 cube root goes up -1/3. So how would differentiate? So first, keep as it is, power comes down. So -1/3 multiplies, and from power 1 less. And 1 less means this like this. So -4/3. So -4/3 into, many students miss this part. This derivative is 2 and this derivative is 1 becomes 0. So this 3 cancel, 3, 1, 3, 4 times. And 4 times 2 gives us 8. And finally, -8 in the numerator. This will go in denominator, and I get back 2x plus 1 to power 4/3. Okay, after this, student, what to do? Because we're looking for that, we can add this a. So plug in x7/2. So when I plug in here, it will give by default gain of tangent -8. and 2 times 2, 7 over 2, negative 1 to power 4 over 3. These two cancel, and 7 minus 1 is a 7. This is a plus 1. 7 plus 1, 8 to power 4 by 3, give us 16. So I got negative 1 over 2 gradient. And what's the formula of equation tangent? Y minus y1, m times 2x minus x1. Y1 is 6, x1 is 7 over 2, and m is this. So I believe the point is very clear, and we are close to our answer. Okay. So I got it. Y minus 1 is 6, gradient is negative half, and x minus x1 is 7 over 2. All right, so negative 1 over time at this one, negative, negative, positive, 7 over 4, 6 goes there. Because we have to give in this special form y alone. If y alone, so negative 1 over 6x plus 7 over 4 plus 6. And if you check it in manually, or 6 for the 24 plus 1, 31. 31 over 4 is our required answer. I hope so you got it. And let's go for the next plan. Okay, next plan, what is asking for? Read it. Find the area of shaded region bounded by the curve and the lines x0, x7 over 2, and this. So for your basic knowledge, I tell you, equation of x-axis is also called y equal to 0. It is also called x is equal to 1. And the line over 7 over 2 is somewhere here. And curve is this. So curve and the line x is equal to 0. This line he talk about. And x 7 over 2, this line he talk about. And y equal to 0, this line he talk about. And curve. So this area he talk about. So I think point is very clear. And what is the method to do it? So I will integrate this way. So area is, and what's the basic rule? When I integrate a question of curve, I get the area till x-axis. So basic formula of area x1, x2, and y dx. So x1 is 0, x2 is 7 over 2. You can see from here. And here I'm going to write y equation and dx. So have a look now how we can get this planning. Okay, so have a look now. And this equation of curve I'll get from the previous page. And this equation of curve I copy from here. And I go on next page and paste here. All right. And dx must be there. And how to get area, students? So this 12, you write inside, outside, no problem. And what is the rule of integration? Increase the power by 1. So negative 1 plus 3 LCM. I get a 2 over 3. And divide by same 2 over 3. But we are missing one thing. What is that? The base derivative 2 must come here. And 0 to 7 over 2. And for your knowledge, this is a 12 and this is a 4 over 3. And they are dividing. When they divide, it will flip up, becomes 3 or 4. And 4 3s are 3 3s are 9 is our answer. So collectively, these all three values give us 9 inside. I get a 2x plus 1 2 power 7, sorry, 2 over 3. And 0 to 7 over 2. When I plug in upper number, so 7 over 2 goes here, 2 to cancel, I get a 7 plus 1, 8 to power 2 over 3. And when I plug in 0 here, 1 to power 2 by 3. And if you check it, this is a 3. This is a, 4 minus 1, 3, and 3 9s are 27 unit square is our required answer. And I hope so the point is very clear. And let's go for question number 8 we have here. Beta is angle between 90 and 180. Where's 90 and 180? So 90 and 180, if you look at carefully, 0 to 90, 180, 270, 360. So he talk about second quadrant because 90 to 180 is second quadrant. And sine beta is equal to A. And you know that in second quadrant, we always have sine positive cos negative and tan negative. So make sure about it. And we are looking for these values, but we have only sine beta value, but we need a cos as well. And how to get a cos formula, you are obviously aware. Cos squared beta plus sine squared beta is equals to 1. If I bring sine square on the other end, so I get what, students? Cos squared beta is equal to 1 minus sine square beta. Take a root of the both side. Here I get only cos beta. Here I get a root 1 minus sine squared beta. And basically outside we got a plus and minus. But do you know cos in second quadrant is negative? So that is why I will write only negative sign here. And if I plug in the sine beta from here, A, so cos beta value, finally I got negative 1 minus a square. So this is a cos beta value which I am going to use. What one is missing, what is missing? This actually full is a part of the question. Okay, so I will bring is a major part of the solution. Okay, now I'm looking for one more thing, and then question about to finish, and that's the tan theta. What's the tan beta? Sorry, tan beta basically is sine beta over cos beta. And sine beta value is A and cos beta value is this. So if I use it here, sine beta is A and this is negative. And this is my value. I got a value of tan beta. I put in this box. Okay. Now we are, and make sure again this negative because tan is negative in a second quadrant. I'm going to plug in the values. So what the question basically, he is asking tan square beta minus 3 sine beta into cos beta. So I'm going to plug in. So this comes in the place of here, and sine beta get from here and cos beta come from here. So I'm going to plug in all values, a over 1 minus a square root. So negative you write down, up, or in the middle, same meanings. And then I write a minus 3, and sine beta is only a, and cos beta is completely including negative sign. And this negative, this because these three are multiplying, negative into negative, I get a positive. And finally, positive 3a times 2, 1 minus a square. And he was asking us to convert in the special form. I hope so. The point is very clear. And we have done this much. Okay. Now we have to talk about next part. Next part we have here. Okay. Next part, he's talking about sine square plus 2 cos square equal to that. We have to find in a first 4 quadrants. So, you know, this sine, but here cos. So I'm leaving sine square as it is, students. But this cos square I will replace by 1 minus sine square because basically formula you are aware. These two values I bring on the other end, negative 4 sine theta and negative 3 is equals to 0. Then I got this sine square theta plus 2, negative 2 sine square theta, negative 4 sine theta, negative 3 is equals to 0. And this will give us negative sine square theta, negative 4 sine theta, and these two values will give us negative 1. So you leave it here, no problem, but I multiply by negative 1 and all signs. If you leave it here, it's not a matter. But I want to convert all sign in positive form. Okay. So I hope so. This is nothing hard. Now we have to go for one. So I think this is a quadratic formula works here. What is a? And I can say here, let sine theta is equals to k. So when I have taken k, so this turns to be k square and this is a k. So I got a k to power 2 plus 4k and plus 1 is equal to 0. So minimum this step you have to show to examiner Some students avoid to show this even. So 2 times to 1. So I suggest you must show at least this step. And then you write directly answers, no problem at all. And so now I'm typing -4 plus root 16 minus 4 and divided by 2. And I got here -2 plus root 3. And second number, if I keep outside minus sign, I get k value -2 -root 3. Okay, students. So now, do you know this value is becoming -3.72, which is crossing the boundary. And when I plug in this value here, I get, students, so sine theta is equals to -3.72. And they have no solution come from here. Logic, I just tell you, wait a minute. And this value is coming with us -0.2679. So I'll use this value back in equation. So sine theta is equals to -0.2679. Okay, now students, all of you familiar, sine is negative in second and third and fourth quadrant. So first of all, I assume this as a beta, or alpha, and sine inverse of negative. Negative you never include. You do it without negative sign. And when I take a sine inverse, and sine inverse of 0.2679, okay, it gives us 15.51 dp. So 15.5 here and 15.5 here. But what is the rule of measurement? Start from positive x-axis, move anti-clockwise till line. Okay, so my first answer is theta. This angle bring back, and 180 plus 15.5, and this is 360 minus that. 360 minus 15.5. So if I subtract, I get here 344.5, and the other one is 195.5. So we got two answers. So Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen, the question is clear. And let's go for next question. Done. Question number 9, we have equation of the curve is this. Find set of values for x if y is decreasing as x increases. So this is just for your confusion. So leave it. Y decreases. And the one curve decreases. Okay, I just tell you, whenever d over dx is less than 0 if the function is decreasing, and derivative is, gradient is bigger than 0 if the function is increasing. So this point is very clear. So let's try to do it. So first of all, I need derivative. So first of all, I'm going to differentiate dy over dx. 4 derivative is 0. 5x become 5, 12x, and minus 9x to power 2. So according to statement, he said the y is decreasing. So as is decreasing, so what I will say derivative is less than 0. So I'm writing this in order here. 9x to power 2 negative, this positive, this. I want to make it first value positive, so multiply by -1. Though it's not a compulsory, but I make it easy for me and learn a rule whenever multiply negative, inequality sign changes. Now, 9 5s are 45. So, I think if I factorize, so 9 5s are 45, and 45, 15 3s are 45. So 3x common, I get 3x minus 5. 1 plus 1 common, 3x minus 5. You can go for quadratic formula even, no issue at all. And wait a minute. I think I'm doing some 9 5s are 45. 45, 45. So let me recheck. Just a minute, students. Hmm. Hmm. 5 by 3. Okay, I think here mistake. Okay, no, this is correct. Okay, correct. Okay, so so we are getting here two answers, 5 by 3, and okay. So when we complete it here, according situation, when I plug in this equal to 0, students, I get x equal to 5 over 3. When this equal to 0, students, I got a negative 1 over 3. I will make this kind of parabolic curve. This is not a compulsory. Okay, this is a because power 2. That is why I'm making this curve. You know, if x squared positive 2, I this positive, I make this graph. Negative, I make this graph. But currently I have an x square positive. That is why. So what is a bigger, this bigger sign whenever it comes, I have to go outside. Okay, and what is this number, smaller number here and bigger number on the other side. So 5 by 3 and negative 1 over 3. How to read this? X value is less than negative 1 over 3. And how to read this? So these two are our answers. So he was asking that what is y value, sorry, what are x values, okay? You see set of values of x. Okay. Okay, this is a clear. All right. And let's go for next part. Next part is what? Okay, next part, students, I mentioned this equation of is a tangent to the curve. It means tangent to curve. We have a situation, you know, this kind of situation, b squared minus 4ac equal to 0. Okay, and how we get this one? Y equals to y. But problem in this question, what if I see this is a power 3? Even I do y equal to y, x cube involves there, and we cannot solve the question. So we have another way. And what is that way? In the previous part, the next part, he said that there's a tangent. So as a tangent, so 9 is a gradient of the line. I repeat my words. So y is equal to mx plus c. 9 is a gradient of this tangent. And this point I can find easily. How to find this point? I need a derivative of the curve, and I will plug in 9 in that point. So let's start. And I have already derivative available. So this equation, I am going to copy from here. And I'm going to paste here. Okay, this is clear. And okay, basically, I'm saying that, sorry. So this is a dy over dx is equals to 9. Okay. So this 9, I'm going to replace here. So when I replace here, now I bring all these values left side to make x squared positive. Okay. Afterwards, what to do? We have to go for factorization or quadratic formula. 4 9s are 36 and 6 are 36. Okay, this is a 3 common, and I got x minus, oh, sorry, 3x minus 2. Negative 2 common, 3x minus 2. 3x minus 2 and 3x minus 2. I'm getting here 3x equal to power 2. And ultimately, x becomes 2 by 3. This is x value, students. So how to get y value? If I plug in the equation of curve, students, you are aware with this way that what equation of curve we have? 4 plus 5x and plus 6x to power minus 3x to power 3. And this is we have a equation of curve. And because we are, what is our planning? our planning is to get y also. So when I plug in y inside here, so what I will get 4 times 2, 4 plus 5 times 2, 2 power 3, plus 6 over 2 by 3 to power 2, and 3 2 over 3 to power 3. And when you type in calculator, so we are getting y value 82 over 9. And now students, you are aware that this equation of tangent y equals to 9x plus k. So I will plug in this x value here, y value here, I will get the k. So 2 over 3 plus k. This is a k actually. Let me check again. Yeah, 9x plus k. And let me check 82 divided by 9 and minus. Oh, wait a minute, students. 82 divided by 9 and 6. So we got a 28 by 9 over, and I got a k value. So this question was a little different way. Once again, I repeat the planning because he said this is a tangent and grade is already 9 given because y is equals to mx plus c. So this is m. Okay. And I got this grade 9. I plug in the curves derivative. I got equation, I got answers of x. It means this x value, we have it. And then I plug in curve to get a y value. And then y value, I will plug in because this point is common between curve and tangent. So I plug in tangent. I hope so. The concept is very clear. Question number 10, we have a geometric progression is the first term 5. So, sorry, arithmetic progression, first term 5. So, AP. So, first term is 5. Common difference is D, and D is more than 0. So, common difference is D, but D is more than 0. So, positive, I will not take negative. Second and fifth and 11th. So, second, fifth, and 11th. This and 11th. In arithmetic progression, in AP, are first 3 terms of geometrical progression. So this is T first, this is T2, and this is T3 in geometrical progression. Okay, it means we have to go for these things first of all. So I'm writing this formula 3 times. Tn is equals to A plus n minus 1 into D. So this formula I'm going to copy, paste. Okay, one time I'm using n is equals to 2, one time n is equal to 5, one time n is equal to 11. Very clear, 11, 5, and 2. And A is 5 for every term. So T2 is equals to 5 plus 2 minus 1 is 1D. T5 is equals to 5 plus 4D. T11 is equal to 5 plus 10D. Now, this point is very clear, students. Now, I'm saying this is a first term, this is a second term, this is a third term of geometrical progression. And you know, students, what is the criteria in geometrical progression? If 3 terms in GP, for example, look on top, if T1, T2, T3. So I can write, sorry, space problem, so I'm writing directly down. So what is it for GP specially? T3 divided by T2 is same answer, T2 by T1. For example, 2 into 3, 6. Into 3, we got 18. So this is actually a GP example. So 18 by 6 is same answer, 6 by 2. Look at here, 18 by 6 is same answer, T3 by T2 and T2 by T1. So 3, 3. You see, they match. So same criteria, T3 by T2 and T2 by T1. So I believe you got a logic very clear. This example only available. So, and this is according to plan T3, T11 is actually T3. So this is going in the first numerator. Second term is this 5 plus 4D. Second term again this 5 plus 4D. T1 is this 5 plus D. Now do it very carefully. 5 multiply both 25, 50D. D multiply both 5D, 10D to power 2. This is behaving like a square of the term. Okay, I do full the method 5 into 5, 25. 5 into 4, 20D. Now 4D multiply both. I got 20D and I got 16D square. This goes there. Out of 16, 10 gone. I get here 60 square. This is a 55. 55 go. Okay, I think this may be confusing for you. I do step by step. So 25 from here, this come 55D and 10D square, 25. And 20 plus 20, I got 40D plus 16D to power 2. It comes here out of 10, 6, this got negative 60 square. This comes here, I got a plus 15D. And this and this cancel out. So I can negative D common, not D, even 3D common. So I got 2D and 3 5s. So either negative 3D is equal to 0 or 2D minus 5 equal to 0. Here D I got a 0 and here D I got a 5 by 2 or D is 2.5. So, but what he said on the top, D is more than 0. So this is not possible. I will cancel it. So Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen, this part is very clear. Let's go for next part. The next part is what here? The sum of the 77 terms of arithmetic progression S representing S77. Okay, S77. Okay, all right. And sum of the first 10 geometrical progression representing G10. So we have to find both and then subtract. So first of all, I write the formula of AP. Here I'm writing AP. Here I'm writing GP. So AP formula, all of you know, sum formula. N divided by 2 into 2A plus N minus 1 times 2D. And what the formula of GP? Sn is equals to A R to power N minus 1 over R minus 1. This is a formula we use it more than 1. Modulus more than 1. So let's see, we are not sure, but we will see is a less or more formula. Anyway, so according to arithmetic progression, we know A is 5 and common difference, we just got it 2.5. Okay, this is done, nothing hard. So, and I'm going to plug in 77. So I'm plugging it there. So it's a very clear S77. So 77 divided by 2, 2 times to A, and 77 minus 1 into 2.5. So this is a value and this is done. So this is over. And if I type in calculator, let me check what I get it here. 77 divided by 2 outside, inside 10 plus 76 times 2, 2.5. And I'm getting 7700. So this is my first part. What about this, students? Now, problem is that we don't know first term, we don't know common ratio, how to get it. Go back. If you talk about this one, so I think it is very clear. So I'm going to take it. This is my first term. This is a second term. Okay, I have to copy. Better to copy. Okay, I'm writing. I have to write it again. So first term is 5 plus D. You can see from here. Second term is 5 plus 4D. You can see from here. And third term is a 5 plus 10D. So these three terms I cut from here and I bring on another page. So I'm using it here. So these three things, you know it very well. This is giving us first term. And if I plug in 2.5 here, I get a 7.5. And if I plug in, this is called T1. I'm writing here T1, term number 1. And how to get the second term, students? If I plug in 2.5 here, so 5 plus 4 into 2.5, and I get a 15. And how to get a third term, students? So third term. So 5 plus 10 times 2, 2.5. I get a 30. So I got this one clear. And what is the first term? 7.5. Common ratio, this up, this down, or this up, this down. I got a 2. And which is more than 1. So it means the formula which I'm going to use, correct formula. So, but I'm looking for G10. G10. So G10 is what? First term of geometrical progression. So R to power 10 minus 10. Minus 1 over 2 minus 1. So if I type in calculator, so 7.5 in the bracket, 2 to power 10 and minus 1. And my answers turn to be 72.5. This is sum of terms. And what he's demanding for is just subtract, he said. So S to 77 minus G10 is 7700 minus 7672.5. And we got a 27.5. I hope so. The point is very clear. Question number 11, we have question number 11 says function is given here. You can see and x belongs to real number. F is in this form. We have to convert completing square. And then we have to go for range. So what is method to do completing square? First of all, I will rearrange. I bring x square before. All right. Step number 1, I will take common out. -2 common, compulsory. Reason, we need here plus 1. -3x. Afterwards, these two terms copy. And what is a half of this 3? Which 3 I talk about? I talk about this number. So half of this 3, you can't simplify. 3 by 2. Take a square of this number, become 3 over 2 to power whole square. This number 1 time add and 1 time subtract. And afterwards, these 3 terms combine. How combine? This term, and this sign I will take. So x minus 3 over 2. And this you expand the bracket. 3 square 9 over 4. This -2 multiply inside. I got -2 times to x minus 3 over 2. And negative positive 9 over 2. 6 plus 9, 15. So I got x minus 3 over 2 and 15 over 2. This is a stretching point. I mean converted. Did he ask for ABC? No. If he asks you ABC, this is actually B value. Okay, I'm writing just extra for you. B is 2. This outside value is 15. 15 by 2 is A. And this 3 by 2 is C, though he's not asking us anyway. Okay, this is done. Now, what is that range? Best technique, you know it very well. Look at here, left side. If I have a plus x square, you have this kind of curve. Negative x square, you have this kind of curve. We just keep our eye negative out of bracket or even negative. So we have this kind of curve, this kind of diagram, rough, I will going to make it. How to get a stationary point is a very important. If I plug in this equal to 0, I get x. And that is obviously, when I plug in, I got x equal to 3 by 2. So 3 by 2 is the x value. And outside the number, including y, including the sign, is called y value. But look at here. Once again, I show you, if I plug in 3 by 2 here, 3 by 2 minus 3 by 2 is 0 into something 0. And this is my answer. And the curve is going down. So this is called y value. And range I'm writing finally. So y is less than equals to 15 by 2. This is my final answer. And I believe you got idea. Let's talk about next part. He said graph of this is transformed. So he talked about this graph is transformed and graph, okay, and we got a new function name h of x, but by reflecting in one of the x's, it means either x-axis or y-axis. It could be any, okay, but followed by translation. So first we have to go for reflection and then for translation to get a h, as this graph is f. So and he asking give details of reflection and translation. So we have two ideas. Okay, I think I should take for x-axis. So let's see, students. Wait a minute. Though it is not accurate to make it, but okay. All right. This is okay. And 1 minute. So what is a point? 3 by 2 is a 1.5, basically 1.5 and 7.5. So where is 1.5 and 7.5? 1 minute, students. Okay, so 1.5 is, let's say, here, and 7 point somewhere here. So this point is 1.5 and 7.5. So I make a rough diagram. So this is 3. I'm writing decimal, so you find easy, or even in fraction form, no problem at all. Okay, this is better. So this 7.5 and this 1.5. Okay, when I will reflect this along y-axis, what happens? This will come down. So 1, 2, 3, 4 box up, 1, 2, 3, 4 box down, and we have this kind of curve. And this point, x will remain same, no change, but y value will become negative. So check it, negative 7.5. So this is answer after reflection in x-axis. But now he said translate until you reach where it reach the minimum point of this curve must reach at origin. So look, I show you what I'm going to show. This graph should reach like that. Okay, so I will take copy and I paste here. So it means this graph I'm looking for. It means the x value and y value are 0, 0. This number should be 0. This number must be 0. So how to get it? Look, I show you. It means if I move this much along x-axis and this much along y-axis, I will reach on a region. And this is a negative and this is positive. So it means first of all, I will say that number one, reflect in x-axis. So coordinate 3 by 2, comma 15 by 2 will turn to be naturally 3 by 2 and negative 15 by 2. Okay, this is very clear. And now it is the translation. Number 2, translation. By what column vector? Negative 3 by 2 and positive 15 over 2. How come this is a negative and this is a positive? So negative 3 by 2 and positive 15 by 2. So I hope so you got a point. This part is very clear, and let's go for next part of this question. Part number C, we have the graph is defined by this, the same graph he given the previous page, but he said this time is less than 0. And sketch this graph and explain why g is 1-to-1 function, and you are not required to find the coordinates of intersection occur with x-axis. Okay, first of all, I think we have the coordinate equation is, he talked about this equation. I will copy and this equation is very important. So I'm copying and I bring it here. Okay, I bring it here. Yes, here. Okay, students, what is the main thing? Because with a sketch is rough idea, and as I said, show the previous diagram, this point is 1.5 and 7.5. So it means how I will do it. And okay, first of all, I will take so I will take a line here. I think this is okay. No need to make too long. This enough? Okay, I remove it. Okay, fine. Students, what is the technique? Make sure, because this point is coming somehow here. Okay, so this is okay somewhere in here. Why? X is 1.5 and y 7.5, as we drew the previous page. But he said, no, don't draw from here. No need to draw here like that. No need. He said less than equal to 0. So start from here. So this part of curve, no need to show. So it means I will start graph here. It coming this much. Okay, I show in a different color. So graph is coming like this way. And I think this is or this much is enough. I think okay. All right. So second quadrant and third quadrant we have to show. And now, students, all of you know, he's asking, sketch it and explain why G is one-to-one function. You can say that why is this one-to-one function? Because if the curve is turns, it is when we draw horizontal line test, it cut the curve two times. But in this situation, it is not cutting two points because turning point is there. And second number, okay, we go for G inverse. And what is the method of drawing G inverse? Students, I'll take a scale, and first of all, I draw a reflection, and this is a black color line. I need to make it 45 degree. Look at now here. And remove the scale, and this time I'm going to show screen color. This is reflection is naturally here. Okay, and this reflection, okay. This is reflection is here. So this graph is coming, wait a minute. This is a graph, okay? And this is okay. And this I'm writing here, f of x. And this I'm writing, sorry, not f of x, g of x. Because he mentioned g of x. This I'm writing here, g of x. And this I'm writing here, g inverse of x. And if you extend it, no issue at all. If you extend it, no issue at all. And what's mentioned here, y is equals to x. And what he was asking, sketch the graph g of x in diagram C above and find expression of g inverse. You must label two graphs and show a relationship between line, mirror line. So I think this idea is very clear. We say g of x. Okay, why it is not, you can say that because as a stationary point is, see 3.1.5 and 7.5. But our g of x is drawn, x is less than 0. So it is 1 to 1 function, 1 to 1. I hope so you got a point and what I have took the reason. Okay, and now this is okay. And second number, we have to go for inverse finding. So there's a G, so I have taken a G name here. Now this G of x, Job number 1, remove g of x and write y here. Now try to make a x subject. This is the negative sign, so due to negative sign, I bring it here. Fully, I bring it here. And this will go on the other end. 15 over 2 minus y. This 2 will divide both. I will get this kind of thing. So 15 over 4 and y over 2. Take a root of the both sides. I get a plus and minus. But do you know, student, we will not have a plus and minus because it's a one-to-one function. And we are having left graph. Let me tell you one thing. If I have a left graph, look at here, I'm showing you. If I have a left graph, I always write negative. If a right graph, I always get a positive. But because I'm going left graph, so I will write here negative sign. This goes there, and x becomes 3 by 2 negative 15 over 4 minus y over 2. Interchange, x become y and y becomes x. And this is called, you can write directly, this is called what? G inverse of x. So alhamdulillah rabbil alameen, I believe the point is very clear and the paper is completely over. So I request you, in case you've done some mistakes, please re-attempt the paper and re-attempt the questions where you find mistakes. And best of luck for your exams. May Allah help you in your exam. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.